Hello student, myself Digan Sakhiwala. I am your science sir. Today we will continue chapter number 13, why do we fall ill. Dear student, today we are going to learn about organ specific and tissue specific manifestation and principle of treatment. So we will start. Organ specific and tissue specific manifestation. The disease causing microbes enter the body through the different kinds of means. Okay, so different microbes are there, bacteria, viruses, protozoas are there. They enter through the different kind of means like air, water, food. Okay, different species of microbes seems to have evolved to home on different parts of the body. So some microbes are there, they make the home to the different parts of the body, like someone stay in liver, someone stay in the lungs. Okay, like that. If they enter from the air via nose, they are likely to go to the lungs. So some microbes are there, they enter through the nose, then they likely to go in the lungs. Now lung function is to carry the oxygenated blood to the different part of the body, as well as lungs send the carbon dioxide to the outside of the body. Okay, this is seen in bacteria causing tuberculosis. If they enter through the mouth, they can stay in the gut lining like typhoid causing bacteria, or they can go to liver like the viruses that cause the jaundice. So we know that jaundice, in that viruses are staying in the liver, as well as in the tuberculosis the bacteria stay in the gut lining. Okay, so this is seen in the bacteria causing tuberculosis. If they enter through the mouth, they can stay in the gut lining like typhoid causing bacteria, or they can go to the liver like viruses that cause the jaundice. An infection like HIV that comes into the body via the sexual organ will spread to the lymph nodes all over the body. So in the case of the infection of HIV, human immunovirus, okay, that comes into the body via what? Sexual organs are there. Okay, so unhealthy sexual intercourse are there, then that cause the HIV will spread to the lymph nodes all over the body. Malaria causing microbes entering through a mosquito bite will go to liver and then to the red blood cell. Malaria causing microbes are there, they are entering through the mosquito bite. Generally what happen? A female Anopheles mosquito will go to the liver and then to the red blood cell. The virus causing Japanese encephalitis or brain fever will similarly enter through the mosquito bite, but it goes to infect the brain. So the virus causing Japanese encephalitis, in that what happens, the swelling in the brain occur, or the brain fever will similarly enter through the mosquito bite, but it affects the mainly to the brain. Okay, the sign and symptoms of disease will thus depend on the tissue or organ with the microbe target. Okay, so sign and symptoms of disease will thus depend on what? Tissue or organ on which the microbes target. They target what? Liver, they target about brain, okay, or they target about the lungs. Okay, so on that the sign and symptoms are depend on that. If the lungs are targeted, the symptoms will be cough and breathlessness. If the liver is targeted, there will be a jaundice. Okay, if lungs are targeted by the microbes, then symptoms will be what? Cough and breathlessness, we cannot breathe properly. If the liver is targeted, then there will be a what? Jaundice. If the brain is targeted, we will observe the headache, vomiting, fits, unconsciousness. Okay, if the microbes target the brain, then what happen? We feel the headache. Second thing is vomiting, because the nervous system is not working well. Vomiting, fits, or we can say that unconsciousness. We can imagine what the symptoms and sign of an infection will be if we know what the target tissue or organ is and the function that are carried out by this tissue or the organ. So by the target on the particular organ, the symptoms and signs are visible, and according to the physician can give the medicine. In addition to this tissue specification effect of infectious disease, there will be other common effects too. Most of these common effects depend on the fact that the body's immune system is activated in response to infection. So we have another effect is also there. okay, rather than what happen, the attack on the microbes on different part of the body, okay. And the other effect is depend upon the our immune system or defensive system of the body. An active immune system recruits many cells to the affected tissue to kill off the disease causing microbes. This recruitment process is called the inflammation. As a part of this process, there are local effects such as the swelling, pain or fever. So some local effects are there in that inflammation, including swelling, pain and fever are there. Okay. So if the immune system is working properly, then what happened? Two people are there, one is healthy and other is not healthy. They are taking same kind of food and same condition are there, but unhealthy people is there, person is there, he will suffer from more disease compared to the healthy person. In some cases, the tissue specificity of the infection leads to a very general seeming effect. For example, in HIV infection, the virus goes to the immune system and damages its function. So generally in the case of HIV/AIDS, the HIV virus enter into the defensive system or immune system and it destroy the immune system or defensive system. So the person will suffer from so many other type of diseases. Thus, many of the effects of HIV/AIDS are because the body can no longer fight off the many minor infections that we face every day. And when the person is suffering from the HIV virus, at that time defensive system is becoming very weak. So we will suffer. If we are suffering from HIV, then we will suffer from number of diseases like typhoid, cholera, TB altogether, because our defensive system is not in that position that can protect our body. Instead, every small cold can become a pneumonia. Similarly, a minor gut infection can produce the major diarrhea with the blood loss. Ultimately, the other infection that kill the people suffering from HIV/AIDS. So small problems are become a very large problem. Like if we have a small cold or the very simple type of cold, then it turns into the pneumonia when we are suffering from the AIDS. Similarly, a minor gut infection can produce the major diarrhea, okay, and with the blood loss. Ultimately, the other infection that kill the people suffering from the HIV/AIDS. It is also important the severity of disease manifestation depend on the number of microbes in the body, okay, as well as the severity of any diseases depend on what, how many microbes are there in the body. If the number of microbes is very small, the disease manifestation may be minor or unnoticed, okay. So if the microbes are very small, the disease manifestation may be minor or unnoticed. We can take the example of corona. If the coronavirus are present in the body in very less amount, then they are not noticeable. It has not that much effect. If the number of same microbe in large, the disease can be severe enough to be life-threatening. The immune system is a major factor that determines the number of microbes surviving, okay. And if the number of microbes are more in the body, then what happen automatically, it is a life threatening, it destroys the immune system, okay. And because of that reason, what happen, a person can die. A second thing is that if the immune system is powerful, then person can survive for the more years. Principle of treatment. There are two ways to treat an infectious disease. One would be to reduce the effect of disease and the other to kill the cause of disease, okay. So there are two factors are there. First factor in that there are two ways to treat the infectious disease. One would be to reduce the effect of disease, okay. So one would be to reduce the effect of disease and other to kill the cause of disease. For the first, we can provide the treatment that will reduce the symptoms, okay. So first condition in that, what happen, we can provide the treatment to reduce the symptoms. The symptoms are usually because of inflammation. For example, we can take the medicine that bring down the fever, reduce pain or lose motion. Bed rest is more effective on healing. So what happened, we can reduce the symptoms. It does not mean that particular microbes, bacteria or viruses are there, they are destroying the body, okay. Like by taking the medicine, we can reduce the fever or fever is going down, reduce the pain or lose motion, okay. In this all, we can say that bed rest is more effective on the healing. But it is not enough. We will have to kill the microbes. Microbes are virus, bacteria, fungi or protozoa, and each of them have the different biochemical process. Okay, so in our body it may possible that different type of microbes are present, like virus, bacteria, protozoa, fungi. Okay, and they have different type of biochemical pathways are there. Okay, this pathway will not be used by us. For example, our cell may take new substance by mechanism different from that used by the bacteria. So our body has a different type of mechanisms are there compared to this all our microbes. Okay, so we have to check that particular medicines or drugs are that will not harm our body, but it destroy the particular type of microbes. We have to find a drug that blocks the bacterial synthesis pathway without affecting our own cell. Same way, there are drugs that kill the protozoa such as the malarial parasite. So we have to make such a type of drug that will destroy the particular bacteria only, but it will not harm our cell. Same way, there are drugs that will kill the protozoa such as malarial parasite. Our reason why making antiviral medicine is harder than making the antibacterial medicine is that viruses have a few biochemical mechanism of their own. Okay, so most of the bacteria, they have the same type of biochemical pathways are there, but whenever we try to make antiviral medicine, then it is quite harder because viruses have very few biochemical mechanism are there, and because of that reason antiviral drugs are quite difficult. Viruses enter our cell and use our machinery for their life process. This means that there are relatively a few virus specific target to aim at. Okay, virus enter our cell and use our machinery for their life processes. This means that there are relatively a few virus specific target to aim at. So what happened? Initially virus enter in our body and use our machinery for their life process. Despite this limitation, there are now effective antiviral drugs. For the example, the drugs that keep HIV infection under control. So nowadays in market so many drugs are available for the HIV virus. Okay, because the scientists are doing so much hard work on that. So dear student, today we learn about organ specific and tissue specific manifestation, and we learn about the principle of treatment. If you like my video, then like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.